At least it's not as loud this time. I lazily rise up out of my bed and stop my alarm. Ugh. Week's almost over. Week's almost over. I stretch my entire body and make the most ungodly noises a man could make before heading downstairs to make myself some breakfast. Woke up late again, I think. I waited up for Sayuri a few minutes longer than usual. She's been doing a good job getting up on time lately, so I'm not sure what's keeping her. I take a few deep breaths, try to calm my nerves. Hey. You up? A few minutes go by. Normally she responds pretty quickly in the mornings. I know she could probably be sleeping in right now, but I can't really help it. I think it might be time to go and... Hey! I don't really feel like getting out of bed today. I let a small sigh of relief. But now the question of what to do next beckons. Do I stay home with her? No, that's a bad idea. Which means my best course is to just go to school and go about my day as normal. Okay. Okay, well let me know if you need anything. Thank you! And that's that. Sarah's words echo back to me. I might not be able to move as fast as you when it comes to working on our friendship. I guess this might be what she was referring to. Even still, it's a lot harder to put it into practice, especially when I'm still so afraid for her safety. Nothing else I can do about it now, though. I glance back towards Sayuri's place for a quick moment before making my way to school. The day goes by pretty uneventfully. It was a bit boring during lunchtime without Sayuri around, and I think the other girls were off doing their own thing. But in any case, it's club time. I've made a bit more progress on the book since yesterday. I'd say I'm about halfway done. I wonder how the others are doing. Hey guys! Hey everyone! Nice to see you join us today! Smack his hand! Smack his hand! Did I somehow give off the impression that I wouldn't be here? It's only because I mentioned that she wouldn't be making it to the meeting today either. Ah, right. I guess it makes sense. I guess she's sort of my partner in crime at this point, huh? That being said, I decided that giving her some space was the right move. As long as you make sure to check up on her after school, too. I'm sure he's been keeping in touch with her throughout the school day. He's not dumb, you know. You are keeping in touch with her, right? Of course. We've been texting here and there. Give me a break. I thought the whole idea of fixing Sayuri and I's friendship was to try and trust her a bit more. Well, that doesn't mean you should ignore her when she's having a rough time either. Yeah, it's pretty complex. Exactly. It's all about balance. What am I missing here? What do you mean fixing Sayuri and Evergun's relationship? Ah, right, she doesn't know. Oh no! Ah, it's fine. I guess there really isn't any harm in letting Natsuki in on this a little bit. I mean, hey, if it's Sayuri's personal biz, I don't need to know. Just watch what you say if that's what... Sorry? I did something... I clicked something on the computer but next to me. Just watch what you say if that were meant to be kept between you and between you three. Well, I can spare you the dirty, gritty details. Basically, Sayuri and I had a fight, specifically related to her depression. Long story short, there is a pretty massive misunderstanding between the two of us, so we came to an agreement to just start over on things. I see. From my experience, that could have gone way, way worse. At least based on what you told me. Oh. I'm willing to try and fix things says a whole lot about your friendship. I think it's important to keep in mind. Yeah, you could be right about that. Anyway, I didn't mean to put this on you all. With everything that's happened, I've tried to be a little more open with my friends. That's okay. You're trying your best, and I think Sayuri values that. Thanks. Nothing wrong with a little bit of solid validation from the club president. I try. So, what are the plans for today then? Well, first I should ask how far along everyone is in the novel. I'm about halfway through. Same here. Maybe a little more than halfway. I got really into it yesterday and read for like 2 hours. I already finished it. Oh, dude, really? I thought we were going to keep up together with it. When did we discuss that? You know what? You're right. I don't think we ever discussed that. But I would have thought it was given for all of us to keep with each other. To keep up with each other. Actually, I didn't really specify for us to keep up with each other. Everyone's at their own pace after all. Fine. Whatever you say, Monica. I'm sorry. I didn't know you would have liked to keep up with me. Honest. It's fine. I just misunderstood is all. You can make it up to me by talking about the plot with me. Once I'm finished, of course. That sounds good. Well, good to know everyone is making progress. I've made it pretty fun as well. Which leads me to my next point. It's poem time once again. It's been a while, so I figured we should give it another shot this week. I want to see how much we've all improved. Oh god. Oh good. Oh god. Oh good. I've been looking forward to that. Honestly, same. I feel like I've improved a lot. A whole lot as well. I don't really feel like I've improved at all. Well, you won't know until you try, right? I guess so. As for poem topics, let's see. As Monica closes her eyes and begins to think about what I assume are poem topics, she begins to twitch every few seconds. I got it! Let's write about something a bit more introspective. Dive deep into yourselves and find something deep within your mind that you'd like to express through a poem. It might be a bit difficult since these are topics that otherwise would have stayed buried in your mind, but that's the whole idea here. Introspection, huh? Well, we've already sort of done this before, haven't we? But I'm all for it either way. Same here. Yeah, I know most of our poems are pretty self-reflective anyway, but I wanted to solidify that just in case. I'm down for that too. Most of my poems have not been self-reflective. So I could finally take a crack at it. Great, then I guess that concludes today's meeting. Sorry for being another short one. Yeah, normally I'd cheer you out for that, but I've gotta get going soon. My dad wants me home already. I can use this opportunity to check up on Sayori too. Let's head up together then. Sure. Before everyone leaves, it's time for my writing job of the day. Let's see if this goes better than last time. Authentic emotions in writing can be a challenge, but the power they hold can really bring your story to life. It allows you to connect with your writing on a personal level, evoking feelings of empathy, joy, and even sorrow. It's because of this that you shouldn't be afraid to dive deep into your own experiences and emotions. Writing poems, stories, or whatever it may be is an emotional journey. It's important to embrace our feelings rather than push them away. It's what allows us to grow. So let those emotions guide your pen. That's it for my writing tip of the day. Thanks for listening. Sorry, someone texted me something. Give me a second, might be important. Enjoy the music for so long. I'll put a chapter here to make sure because it seems like it's been long. give me a moment. This is really taking long. Okay. Natsuki and I leave the club room first, while Monica and Yuri stay behind to talk about something in private. What do you think they're talking about? Jeez, you're always so nosy, aren't you? What? Hey, I was just asking! You're curious too, aren't you? Hehe, I don't need to be. Because I already know. Oh man, left out once again. Don't feel bad. It's only natural as girls have our own little secrets between ourselves. Besides, you, Yuri, and Monica all kept something from me too. Yeah, well... Well, yeah. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, finally done. Well, yeah. And you and I have our own secrets to keep between ourselves too, huh? You're referring to that weekend where I came over to your place, aren't you? Yeah. Did I ever tell you that Monica somehow knew about it? Wait, what? Yeah, she brought it up with me a few weeks ago, just casually mentioned it as if it was something she already knew. And how much does she know? I'm not sure. Well, remember that me going over to help you out wasn't much of a secret. It's more about what happened during that time. I suddenly remember back to that day. I'm not sure what it was. It's all just a blur to me. What I do remember is the sheer feeling of dread when I felt when Sayori caught us. Sayori knows. What? You don't remember? Oh God. That was really bad. I had pushed that moment out of my head for a very long time, Aragon. It's okay, me too. That's all she knows, right? I would like to hope so. I don't think... I tried to find the words to best explain myself. It's hard to do that when I don't even know for sure what happened that day. I know what you're trying to say. We talked about this back in the hospital. It was a spur-of-the-moment kind of thing. I'm sure you can agree with that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, sort of. I also wanted to say that you shouldn't blame yourself for what happened. Regarding Sayori, at least. When I found out that she tried to commit suicide, I couldn't stop thinking about that moment where she saw us. I kept thinking that was why she did it. And I just pushed it all aside. Understand. I'm still struggling with that because I told her something stupid right after you left. I told her I cleared my throat mostly to try and buy myself some time before confessing this. I told her I loved her. Natsuki's shocked expression validates every single negative thought I've had about that moment. The look on your face tells me everything I need to know. Yeah, that wasn't the best thing to say to Aragon. Especially so close to what happened before that. Yeah, I know. I was stupid and dense, and now I'm paying the price for that. No, listen, it's not your fault. It never was. You had no idea of knowing what could have resulted from saying that. Just like I had no idea that she'd go and do that immediately after seeing us together. There is so much self-blame going around, even though I know full well that Sayori doesn't want any of us to feel that way. Yeah. I should go see her now. Yeah, you should. Also, do you think Sayori would be cool if I asked to hang out again too? Well, let's be real for a second. This is Sayori we're talking about. She definitely wants I know. I guess you're right. I'm probably going to sound like a hypocrite when I say this, but make sure you hang out with her because you want to, okay? Based on what happened last week, she doesn't feel like it when someone goes out of... She doesn't like it when someone goes out of their way to make her happy. Especially if it's because of something that happened. I'm not saying that because we talked about that, but... I know your point, dude. Don't worry. Right. I want to hang out with her genuinely. I've always thought it was kind of unfair that we didn't really get to connect all that much back when the club first started. So I was thinking, now's our chance. It's fun talking manga with her, and she's a great co-baker, if I'm being honest. Don't tell her I said that or I'll smack you. My lips are sealed. Good. I'm sorry, this conversation took quite a turn. It's okay. It's like what Monica said. We have to be ready to face these things. Yeah. Just didn't think it'd be so soon. I'd have liked to at least have dinner first. Natsuki giggled softly. Yeah, can't know for sure when the feels come out. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. You too. I arrive in my neighborhood and stop for a moment. I texted you earlier that I'd be coming home. She didn't respond with a thumbs up emoji, but she responded all the same. I guess I should go get changed before I go to see her. After changing into something more relaxed, I closed the front door behind me and... Hey! Oh! She was waving at me and coming my way, which makes me feel incredibly happy for some reason. Evergon! I'm so happy to see you! It feels like it's been forever! I'm happy to see you too. It's only been a few hours. It felt like an eternity. I see. Are you feeling okay now? I know you said you didn't feel like getting up today. Yeah, the rain clouds were very intense this morning, so I decided to stay home. I understand. Well, are you up for a chat now? I don't mind. You read my mind! Sarah and I sit down on a bench nearby and take in the autumn air. How was your day at school? Oh, you know, same old, same old. You'll be happy to know that I'm passing all of my classes now, by the way. Really? That's awesome! I'm really proud of you! Gee, thanks, Mom. Seriously, though, that's great to hear. I'm not in the clear yet. Some classes I'm barely passing by, but it's interesting how even though they are switching like color, the textbooks are switching color, and I'm still sometimes confusing things. Some classes I'm barely passing, but... Oh, fuck. What happened? Oh. It should be all good if I keep up the good work. That's because you stopped worrying so much about me. What? No, it's not really like that. It is! But that's okay. I'm glad to see that you're improving your grades. Yeah, it does feel less stressful now. Knowing I'm passing anyway. But listen, Sayori, I paused as Sayori looked into my eyes intensely. It felt kind of weird without you today. It did? But you were texting me all day, silly. Still. Sorry, I know, I'm being too pushy. I just thought I'd let you know how I felt. You're not being too pushy. It's okay. I was alone with my own thoughts for a long time today. And I realized that I still feel really guilty about making everyone feel so bad. But for some reason I also realized that it's okay. What's okay? Did you feel scared for me? I do feel scared. Quite a bit. Sayori sighs and looks away from me. I understand now. What I did must have been scary for you. Very scary for you. For everyone. See. I don't want it to come across as me worrying too much or anything. I just wanted to say how I felt. I know. I'm saying how I feel too. I'm saying I should have been more understanding of why you were always so protective and worried about me. It took me a very long time to barely start learning that. Well, it took me a long time to understand that you sometimes need space. It's been really rough trying to find the balance between being there for you and giving you time for you to yourself. I think that's why I was so frustrated last week. I'm not really good at these kinds of things. Me neither. But we'll figure it out together, right? Yeah, I like the sound of that. And hey, listen, think back to that day. The day I told her I loved her. We shared a hug together. I talked to her like I knew what I was doing. Because the truth is, I was afraid. I was afraid of what would happen if I didn't tell her I loved her. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's will accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Did I mean any of that? I like to think part of me did. Aragon, you okay? Yeah, I just want to ask. Remember the day I told you I loved you? We had an agreement to start over from the scratch, right? There's something that I wanted to try and redo. Something that I've always wanted to redo since that day. And I nearly never got the chance. I nervously hold out my arms, inviting her for a hug. I've thought about that too. Sarah accepts my invitation and wraps her arms around me tightly. This was really nice. You're right. I would have missed this. I remember feeling so empty, even when I hugged you like this. But I don't feel that anymore. This feels genuine. I gently tighten my grip around her, and she follows suit. A surge of emotion begins to flood over me. Even in this moment, I still remember the darkness that almost took her away. An unimaginable pain that pushed her over the edge, and yet here she is in my arms, alive and fighting. It's a somewhat bittersweet juxtaposition. The fear of losing her is still here, but the hope of her recovery is just as strong. As I feel the gentle rise and fall of her breaths, the warmth of her body, and the weight of the journey we've been through together, I feel like this hug we're sharing represents more than just a hug. It's a testament to the bond we formed when faced with darkness. I'm here for you, Sayori. We can work together on this. And this time, I truly do mean it. I also promise to take care of myself too. I know it's hard to juggle all of these feelings on a daily basis. So if you do need space, never feel afraid to let me know. I trust you. Thank you, Evergon. I'll try my best for you. No, don't just try your best for me. Do it for you too. We slowly part from each other. The space between us feels different somehow. It feels lighter, filled with some newfound resolve. You give really nice hugs! Well, I guess I get a lot of practice. You're so funny, Aragon. I'm going to home now. See you tomorrow! I wave goodbye to Sayori and head home myself. Shit! What happened? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just nearly tripped. You've never someone like that before. I tried to avoid doing that. Not very ladylike, if you ask me. Are you sure you're okay? Positive. Let's just get to your place. We don't want it to get dark. Right. I haven't experienced pain like that in a while. It came so suddenly too. but nothing I haven't gotten used to by now. I'm still somewhat surprised that Yuri let me come over to her place for some tea. When I first met her, she was very close to Huff and distrustful of everyone. She's really open-minded up these last few weeks. I still can't tell if this was because the game changed drastically at some point, or if it never changed at all. And things were always meant to be this way. Yuri invites me into her home after walking a few more blocks. Wow, I'm still stunned. This world never ceases to amaze me with all of these new interiors. It's not much. I decorated it as I saw fit. It's a lovely place. You live here all by yourself? Is that obvious? Call the club president intuition. Scratch my head nervously as Yuri gives me an inquisitive look. I do live here on my own. I was very fortunate to have someone in the family pass it down to me. I see. I understand then. No need to get into any more details. Right. Right. Let me get the tea started. Yuri carries over to the kitchen gracefully. She's still as shy as ever. Probably never used to having someone over. But I guess that makes her more like me than I previously could have guessed. Yuri lives the furthest away from all the other members, so she doesn't have an easy way doing out if she really wanted. I take one more glance around the room before inviting myself to sit on her soft brown couch. Good thing I brought this along. Already planning ahead for this, I brought along my casual outfit to change out of. Yuri, may I borrow your bathroom? What? Oh, yeah, of course. As I return from the bathroom, I notice Yuri's already changed as well. Ah, nice outfit. Thank you. It's nothing fancy. Well, it sure looks comfy. That's all that matters. Indeed. Here's your cup of tea. Feel free to have a seat. Yuri seemingly pushing away any shred of shyness, calmly invites me to sit next to her on the couch. I carefully take a sip of my tea, allowing myself to fully embrace all of the various senses that follow. The warm steam brushing against my lips, the delightful aroma, and even the slight pain that comes with it. Is this chamomile tea? It is indeed. Thanks for noticing. It's good for calming the nerves, so it works wonderfully for me. You don't need to be shy around me. We're friends after all. I've wondered about that for a very long time. Is it because of... She only nods. I see. I should apologize again for that. No, that's quite alright. You explained yourself enough at our group therapy session. I know you didn't say much, but it told me everything I needed to know. Oh, did it now? No offense, I find that quite difficult to believe. I'm aware that your situation isn't something that can be discussed. I don't want to push past your boundaries. Understand, I'm just pretty certain you don't fully understand everything that I'm going through. With how distant I've made myself from others, I've naturally grown to become very observant. I'm nowhere near as emotionally in touch with others like Sayori is, but I do have some level of intuition when it comes to figuring people out. People like me just grow to notice these things. Anyway, I digress. From what I can discern, you're going through something that's deeply internalized. I've somewhat gathered that it's related to the novel we decided to read together. This idea of learning that all of your loved ones are just actors in a show. Your entire life is just a script broadcast to the entire world. It's such a far-fetched and unique idea, and yet it's completely plausible, isn't it? Yeah, I agree with that. But I wasn't lying when I said I can never talk about these specifics. I understand. Let's talk about something else then. Your enthusiasm to continue with something else surprises me. I was somewhat afraid that she'd continue to pursue, but that didn't happen. I guess I even thought I treated her horribly even though I treated her horribly not too long ago, her compassion still holds true. Well, I can't really think of anything simple to talk about. I glance around the room for ideas. There is a bookshelf seated nearby with an assortment of novels neatly organized. I just noticed something about them apparently meeting up outside of the club, but I'll bring it up in the end, because I'm currently thinking a lot about some things. Just a bit further from that, I notice a glass case meticulously exhibiting an assortment of blades, each boasting unique shapes, sizes, and an array of captivating colors. Aha, I was looking for that. Looking for what? Tell me about that. I awkwardly point to the display case. Ah! My knives! I forgot that I had those here and there. I'm not used to having company over except for Natsuki, so... Whoa, hey! It's okay, I'm not here to judge you or anything. You won't think I'm weird, will you? Of course not! What kind of friend could I call myself if I came into your house and judged you? Alright. Do you want to see one? Sure, I'd love to! I watch as Yuri gets up and walks over to the case. With utmost care, she carefully opens the case and hovers her hand over the area of blades. She gently touches one and brings it out ever so slowly, showing just how much she reveres them. The blade itself has a black wooden hilt, smooth and polished, which contrasted the intricate pattern on the blade itself. It swirls in waves of dark and light metals to create a somewhat mesmerizing effect. Sue walks over, blade in hand. A soft smile appears over her lips. I would imagine she's seen this blade a million times, and yet the amount of admiration and fascination that presents in her eyes seems to say otherwise. I can't help but feel somewhat captivated by her demeanor. Every single one of her actions shows just how passionate she seems to be about this craft. It was never about her self-harm issues or anything of that sort. I feel like I'm finally beginning to understand who Yuri really is. Thank you, Lord. Sorry, but her knife collection always has to be connected with her self-harm. It needs to be removed to go away with to make sure she cannot self-harm, although she can probably still have self-harm just as much. And she only likes knife because of her self-harm and all of that. It's really annoying. Just let people enjoy their knives. I get the concern about her having a knife collection while self-harming, but generally just let her have her fun. Taking them away, or like trying to take away her joy of knives, will just make everything worse. Here's one of my favorite blades. This knife is composed of Damascus, stainless steel, perfectly made for cutting all types of meat. You can see, however, that it's never been used. Wow, this isn't like any other blade I've ever seen. It's amazing. It really is, isn't it? When did you start collecting knives? Was there anything that inspired you to start? I'm not quite sure. For as long as I can recall, I've never really shown it off to anybody before. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's honestly very cool. You really think so? Yeah, it's no different from someone collecting any other type of weapon. It's very clear that you appreciate them as an art form. Yes, that's true. Would you like to see some other ones? Sure. I get up from my seat and follow Yuri back to the display case. As she returns to this Damascus knife, a sense of reverence lingers in the air. Even while placing it back in the case, her actions are deliberate and gentle, ensuring that the knife was back in its place with the utmost care. So this is just a part of my collection. Some of the others are displayed in my bedroom. First, direct your attention over here. She delicately points towards the long curved sword sitting comfortably above the display case. Oh wow, this looks like a katana. Is that what it is? Well, that's not wrong. More specifically, it's called the Shinganto sword. Non-commissioned officers used these in World War II. My favorite fact about the sword is that the handle isn't actually made of cloth, even though it looks like it is at first glance. Huh, really? I take a closer look, and sure enough, the handle actually seems to be made out of copper. Oh yeah, look at that! So it belonged to to my great-grandfather, who served in the military during that time. I've never met him, but the sword has been passed down to the oldest of the family for a very few generations now. First my grandpa, then my dad, and now me. Yuri sighs as she stares intently at the sword. So much of her past is being laid right out in front of me, to the point that any doubts I have are starting to feel irrational. Yuri then directs my attention back to the display case. Ooh, I know that one! It's a butterfly knife! That's right. It's also known as a belly sling. It's far from my favorite, but no knife collection would be complete without one. It was a blade I purchased when I was still into manga, so even this one holds a bit of history for me. And right next to it, if you didn't already guess, is an American bayonet from World War II as well. This blade was designed to fit the rifles as well as function as an all-purpose knife. The bayonet essentially turned the rifle into a spear, allowing for effective blows to be struck on the enemy at a safer distance. Of course, well-trained soldiers will know how to combat this. Probably how my great-grandfather got his handle on one. You sure know a lot about each of these knives, huh? I'm sorry for rambling. Oh, no, I'm just impressed. This is something to be proud of. A passion like this isn't something to take lightly. You should be proud of it. Thank you, Monica. It means a lot coming from you. Just saying what I truly feel. I look back down at the display case and notice another pretty-looking pocket knife. What makes it stand out, however, is the silver handle with an intricate pattern of rays etched into it, and the blade itself is gently tinted a soft blue. What about that one? That one is one of my favorites. It's very special to me. It's one of the first knives I've ever owned. Oh, really? Yours first knife? Didn't think I'd get the privilege to see something so special today. Thanks, Monica. I'm glad you like it. Anyway, it's getting a bit late. Shouldn't you be on your way home? I place my hands on my hips and think for a bit. I've genuinely enjoyed my time here. It's been a nice distraction from everything. Not to mention I have to work on my poem for tomorrow as well. Actually, do you want to work on your poems together? I think it could be fun. Oh, sure. As long as you don't mind. I don't mind if you stay longer. Of course. I'm the one who offered after all. Right. As night falls, Yuri closes the curtains and brings out a few poem writing tools. I just noticed where I've seen the background before. There's some paper, pens, pencils, and a stud and aromatherapy diffuser? Yes. Is that okay? It's just some lavender oil. It smells nice and can help us focus. Oh, sure, I'm not opposed to that. I actually forgot this detail about her character. It's not really something she brings up often, but with how she brought it along with all of the other writing tools, it seems like this is a normal tradition for her. Yuri flips on the switch of the diffuser and sets it up nearby. In just a few minutes, the atmosphere of the room changes as air begins to fill with the smell of lavender. Just as advertised. Glad you like it. That's good. Let's get to writing. You and I grab some pillows and move them towards the floor in order to sit comfortably on the table. I grab a pen and take a deep breath, diving deep into my head as to what I could write about. I discreetly wave my fingers in the air. Phew. What is it? Oh, nothing. Guess I'm struggling to start, I guess. Which you don't seem to be having much trouble with. I glance over at Yuri's paper, which is hardly 3 lines long. She quickly places both hands over it. It's not ready yet. Just a rough draft. No worries. I won't look until it's ready. While distracted, I with my fingers in the air again, tied the console from here. I do have something else to try, but you might disapprove. Well, now you have my attention. Yuri gets up from her seat and walks to a kitchen fridge. She opens it up and... Yuri! Somewhat surprisingly, Yuri pulls out a small wine bottle identical to the one she brought to the club a long time ago. I smiled thinking back to that day. So I got genuinely upset at Yuri for just casually bringing it out as if it wasn't a big deal. But now that I'm looking back, I felt kind of bad for her. She was only trying her best to fit in, and knowing what I know now, she was only doing it because she thought it was the right thing to do. Of course, as club president, there was no way I was going to condone underage drinking. But we aren't in the club right now, are we? I'm surprised you still have that. You're a little bit of a rascal, aren't you? I wouldn't say that. Hey, I'll let you know a little secret. I was honestly kind of curious to try it out. Don't tell Sayori I said that though. She'd never let me hear the end of it. But you understand why I couldn't just let that happen, right? Of course, of course. Well, would you like to try some now? I'm not too much of a drinker myself, but it does help me relax when trying to write something. I should absolutely scold you for underage drinking. We could get in big trouble for this. But I won't tell if you won't. Oh god, that was weird. Sounds good. Yuri grabs 2 wine glasses from her cupboard and brings them over to the table. I begin to feel my heart race and my hands shake as the excitement of trying alcohol for the first time begins to flow throughout my body. It's thrilling, going against what society deems to be wrong. I just hate alcohol. Never will drink it. As Yuri pours me a glass, she's as delicate as ever, showing that this isn't the first time she's poured herself a drink. The drink itself is a dark purple, and the mere sight of it sends slight shivers down my spine, but in a good way. You know, I should probably mention that I still do not condone underage drinking. This is what they warned us about in middle school! Peer pressure! You don't have to drink if you don't feel comfortable. No, I'm going to drink. I just want you to know that this does not mean I'm going against my morals! Of course, Monica. Yuri sits back down on the pillow, drink in hand, and returns to her poem. I, on the other hand, am staring into my wine glass intently. I swirl it around gently, like how I've always seen actors in movies do. As I raise the glass to my lips, my hands begin to shiver with anticipation. The weight of the wine glass feels so foreign. The romantic scent now reaches my nose, a bouquet of mysterious flavors that promise a world of sensations that I've never experienced before. As the glass touches my lips, I close my eyes and let the liquids slide into my tongue. Into my tongue, oh no. The wine flows smoothly, leaving behind a trail of intricate flavors. First their sweetness reminding me of grape juice, followed quickly by a gentle acidity that wasn't too overbearing. I'd even go as far as to say there's a somewhat luxurious feeling to this experience. Whoa, that's kinda not great. What were you expecting? I'm not sure. I expected it to taste a little more sweet. I had that thought at first too. It's always a bit of an acquired taste. He returns to a poem and I figure I should do the same. As time passes, I drink my wine. I can feel my creative juices flowing once again. Introspective. Aha! I got it! I place my pen to the paper and begin to write. A few hours have gone by, and so I have a few wine glasses. I don't feel drunk, but I do feel slightly dizzy, and kind of good. You and I are back on the couch, giggling at absolutely nothing. She sways back and forth, and her reserved demeanor has seemingly made her way. You know, I never thought I'd see the day we get a little bit tipsy together. It always seemed like... I don't know. Me neither. But I have to say, seeing you like this is absolutely wonderful. I didn't think you had a comedic side. I'm hilarious, Monica. Watch this. The mysterious power of fermented grapes brings out the most unexpected aspects of our personalities. Where the only solution is to write a poem about it. That wasn't funny at all! What the hell was that? You and I laugh ourselves silly for quite a while, to the point of getting tears in our eyes. That was good. I needed a laugh like that. Me too! I have been going through it, Yuri. I've been through the damn ringer! Really? Yeah! My life is an absolute mess! Are you even real, Yuri? Huh? Last time I checked... Yeah? I tried to poke at Yuri's left arm to confirm, but she quickly retreats and ends up poking her boob. And I end up poking her boob. Hey, slow down, Captain! Sorry. I'm not okay, Yuri. I feel like I'm slowly dying, drifting away. And nobody can help me, Yuri. Nobody. I am just horrible. I swing my cup around. I can't even trust myself. I can't talk to people. I can't do any of that. Let me tell you something. I'm not perfect either. You know the things I've done to myself. You are a very strong girl. But lately I've noticed you haven't been true to yourself. Like the cut on your arm. You can't hide it from me! The way that cut is formed, it's very obvious that it's deliberate. And you're very particular about your right sleeve too. You got me! And another thing. You keep changing up. First you act distant, then you act rude and mean, kicking me out of the club. And now you're all nice again. You need to figure yourself out, Monica. Realize who you really are. Yeah, I guess you're kinda right. But hey! I grabbed an empty glass and raised it in the air. Cheers to the literature club, huh? And to the unexpected. Cheers! Our clothes cling together and we pretend to drink. At least I think we pretend. I genuinely forgot I didn't have anything to drink. Oh, oops. Hey, do you mind if I stay over tonight? It's a long way home, and it's very late now. Of course you can stay. I think I'm going to knock out right here. And suddenly Yuri slips over in the couch and lightly snores. Wow, you fell asleep fast. I'm feeling kind of sleepy too. Before I know it, my eyes slowly close themselves. And I drift off to sleep. Transition! But hey, at least they appear to be more of the funny type and not the aggressive and completely and utterly depressed type right immediately. I've never seen alcohol do anyone any good. 55%. Cool. I slowly open my eyes and realize I'm laying on the floor. Place my hand over my head and try to console the splitting headache I have. What? I'm at school? Pick myself up and slowly realize that I must be dreaming again. I stop in my tracks when I feel an ominous feeling in the air. Something is wrong here. Something feels off. I can't really describe the feeling. The best way I can put it is that I know the area I'm in feels familiar. Yet it also feels foreign, like I'm not supposed to even be here. I slowly walk forward, down the hallway I know so well. Peering into each room, I find that each one is completely empty. There are no desks, no cubby holes, no chalkboards, nothing. I look forward and try to discern any... Really something, isn't she? I quickly hide behind the wall. My heart pounds again at my chest as... pounds against my chest as I immediately recognize the voice that's speaking. Whoa, what the? I didn't type that! I peek around the corner to see that it's empty, even though I know for a fact that the voice came from down there. Phew. Okay, Monica. It's just a dream. All I have to do is wake up. What is it that they do in movies? Pinch themselves, right? Yeah, I'll... What is that? I peek over the hallway again. Still empty, but that strange sound is coming from one of the rooms right down there. Despite my basic instincts telling me to stay put, my curiosity takes over. I slowly step forward, allowing the strange noise to guide me towards it. Everywhere else is so quiet. It feels as if my erratic heartbeats are going to give away my position. The universe has been split. Or something. Because she's seeing what alternate herself is currently up to. Everywhere else is so quiet. It feels as if my erratic heartbeats are going to give away my position. What am I even afraid of anyway? It's just a dream, isn't it? And yet at this point, I'm not even in a position to judge what reality even is anymore. Tell me you're again. Yuri? What the hell is happening? Tell me you want to be my lover. If this is anything like my previous dream, I don't remember this conversation ever occurring. What is the... I trip over as it feels like something slammed against my chest. Fall to the floor in pain, trying to figure out what just... It happens again, but without the pain. As I come to, I hear a familiar voice again. What the hell is this? I shouldn't get up and... What is that? So I walk forward. Silence. Deafening silence. Hello? Is anybody there? Yuri? Is that you? My hands are shaking violently as I reach for the clubroom door. I slide it open. What the? Oh god, Yuri! I wish I wouldn't immediately place my hand over... Ah! Yuri! Yuri! I draw the bright. I was pounding in my chest. Cold sweat clings to my forehead. The remnants of the side of Yuri cling to me like a suffocating fog. Monica! What happened? What's wrong? Monica! Panic takes over. My breath's coming in shallow gasps as I struggle to even realize where I am. I'll help you! I fix this! I frantically move my right hand horizontally. The hand motions that resets lines of code. My fingers frantically scratch at the open air, attempt to press keys that I no longer have access to. Come on, come on! Monica, you were dreaming, wake up! Reset! Reset! Fucking reset! I continue moving my hands. Open. Monica? I wish I would take you and wrap my arms around her. Oh god, Yuri. Is that what I was going to do to you? I'm sorry. It's okay, Monica. It was only a dream. I'm right here. I'm okay. Here. Follow me to the couch. That's it. Just focus on taking deep breaths. Yeah, there you go. My fingers. What's wrong with your fingers? They're numb. I can feel them. It's okay. Just focus on your breathing. I'm right here. May I touch your shoulder? Yeah. I roll slightly as she gently grabs my shoulder. As I begin to come to my senses, I resume shivering violently. You're right now. I'm right here. My voice seep into my consciousness, grounding me in reality. My panic begins to subside. I collapse into Yuri's arms as my mind goes blank.